Again.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen. I'm live here at the Shared Universe Podcast Studio. You guys know my favorite time of year. It's when all the conventions happen, and I miss them. I've been away from them for about 16 months. All of us have, but now they're back, everybody. And this weekend, I'll be in the Birmingham / Hoover, Alabama area for Magic City Con. I'm here with one of the amazing promoters and a great friend of mine, Rita Houston. Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Doing great. Is that the geek? Is that your geek office right there?
It is. It is. I have a thing for art, especially at conventions. I love going to Artist Alley and commissioning or buying prints and whatnot. That's kind of my jam outside of meeting really cool celebs as yourself.
Right.
And but I just enjoy getting a bunch of different art pieces from anywhere from novices all the way to experts. It's just a lot of fun to collect.
That's awesome. And well, appropriately enough, that this might be a thinly veiled plot for you to just bring artists into your own convention and be like, I'm just going to grab art from them, like build the collection.
I have a sketchbook and I pass it around to the artists and I ask them to do me a sketch commission in there. And I'll every once in a while maybe mention a character, but usually I just like to see who they want to make up for me, and it's always awesome.
I think it's the most fun. If you're like, draw me like Scooby-Doo. Like, I don't really like Scooby-Doo, but they're paying me, so I have to draw Scooby-Doo.
There you go. I know, right? Oh no, that's the worst.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. Last time I was at Magic City, one of the artists was like, "Hey man, someone just commissioned a piece of artwork from me, and it's you." I'm like, what do you mean? Like, someone commissioned a picture of you? I'm like, really? That's pretty flattering. But I'm like, wait a minute, what situation is this? And he was like, no, you're gonna like it. It's nothing bad. And he showed it to me. It was me as Marty McFly. Somebody commissioned that. And I'm like, dude, that is awesome. Like, how do I want that? And he's like, well, I only drew one of them, and I don't know if he scanned it. And I'm like, dude, you should sell. Like, I give you permission to sell prints of this. It was really cool. I'll see if I can find it. If I can't find it while we're talking here, I'll post it after.
Definitely.
And I didn't even get the guy's name, so maybe he's coming back this year, or maybe he'll unveil himself. But it was really cool. I don't even know who commissioned it. I don't know who bought it. It was really, really awesome though, because I love Back to the Future. I love Marty McFly.
So we actually did have a artist draw you in one of our posters for Magic City Con. I don't know if you remember that one.
That was cool, and I love that. Usually they, since they draw it, it's like a cooler version of myself. So I got muscles and I'm thin and like young.
You just have that pose, that superhero like, I'm here pose.
Yeah, pretty much. So I love art as well. I don't think I have as much as you do though. I have a
collection. I've got a lot of it in artist portfolios kind of tucked away. It's just one of the things that I really enjoy. And it's funny because I love talking to the artists, and every once in a while I'll partner with them to work with my convention to do maybe some of the iconic look of like a program cover or like the logo at the bottom right there.
Yeah.
That was by one of the artists coming this year to Magic City Con, Elise Strong, and she does do like Topps cards and things like that for Marvel.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So we love working with them, but they come up with some really cool things and stuff that I would never even be able to imagine.
Yeah. So what was, I don't know if I ever asked, I kind of got rumors, like what was the whole genesis of the con? So this will be the 5th year?
This is actually
7. Oh my God. Holy crap.
Yeah. So when you're 7.
Time flew then. For sure.
It did. It did. We started in 2015. And it was honestly, this was all Jamie's idea, my sister. And it was a great idea. It took about a year of convincing for her to
Yeah,
bring me on. She was actually doing another event, but it wasn't a Comic Con or anything, but it was a event
right.
that was in Tennessee. And she was like, you know, we can bring this to a more of a generalized, larger platform and kind of have more of a generalized audience for it.
Yeah,
And so that's kind of where she started thinking about it. And so as she kind of grew that, she was like, I'm going to need help. And so she asked me. Because it's really more than a one. I admire any convention owner who's a single person who owns it, because I don't know what I would do, because like half the time one of us is like, I'm so crazy busy, like pass it off to this person.
right.
At least you have like a person to kind of ping stuff off to. So it's really nice.
I admire any convention owner, period, because the things that you guys have to handle, plan, and then you're dealing with other people. You know what other people do? They whine, they complain.
Yeah, they can.
You
But,
know,
there's an energy with it too. It kind of you have that, you really do. But I think you have way more of the excited
sure.
and like passionate.
Yeah,
Like I'm excited for this, and I'm going to put this amount of work into this cosplay. So it's. I will say that you do have a little bit of negativity, but I think it's really overthrown by all the
right.
positive energy and creativeness that comes out of it.
Yeah. Well, that's how I approach it. I love conventions. I love going to conventions. I love being at conventions.
You're
I
full of
love
energy.
Yeah, I just love every aspect, but like those are all the positive sides. I don't have to deal with vendors who don't like where their table is at. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to deal
Yeah,
with that, like,
day to day.
taking care of, the attendees, making them happy. I don't have to face backlash when, say a guest might be busy and can't make it. They book, they, God
Oh
forbid,
yeah, yeah,
have to work that weekend and book an acting role or something. There's so many other factors, but as everything, the good outweighs the bad.
it
And
does.
I love your show. And I read something today. I actually read my own description, which is on, if you go to magiccitycon.com, you can read the guest descriptions, and the first line for mine is, would it be a Magic City without Ming Chen? And I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's very flattering. I love that you guys continually invite me back. I
Oh,
guess
we
it
love
means
you.
I
We
guess
love
it means
having you. I mean, you're the only guest. I will say, I have had guests ask year after year after year after
Mhm.
year, and we have a lot of repeatability with a lot of guests. Like like maybe a year or two, but after like the second time, I'm like, let's give it a break.
Mhm.
Like,
Sure.
but I will never say that to you.
I totally understand though. You gotta, it's like, oh, I saw you
No,
last year, but
never. It's because everybody asks for you. They're like, "Hey, Ming's coming, right?" I'm like, "Yes, yes, he
right,
is."
that's crazy. So I found it on my phone. I was gonna pull it up here. That's me
Oh,
with Marty
cool.
McFly.
Oh, nice. Very
Um,
cool. You know what? I know who that is. That's Tim Smith.
Tim Smith. All right, that's Tim.
And
Thank you.
unfortunately, he won't be at this Magic City Con. He's got some life event going on with his kids this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
Hasn't
No,
worked out. But that's who the artist is.
family first. Family
Yes.
first for sure.
But he is a wonderful artist. I've actually got a couple pieces around in here of his as well. I love local artists, especially. I love supporting them. So,
Yeah, for sure. And
yeah.
Rita, did I hear? Are you a gamer as well?
I am. I do play video games. I haven't played in about this past year, to be honest, because I was having to do some homeschooling and it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to get in some
Oh,
video
sure.
games. But yes, I'm a huge gaming nerd. I've been playing games since I was able to sit on my dad's lap and hold a joystick. So,
That's amazing.
yeah, I love
I've met attendees at your show that, we all met. I can't remember which game you guys were all into.
Bioware games.
Yeah,
There's
Bioware.
a lot of them. There's like Mass Effect, or you've got Dragon Age, you've got Knights of the Old Republic, you've got Jade Empire. Their games are. I think the reason why people love Bioware so much when you play their games, they actually are stories, and you're playing them, and your consequences and actions all make the story. So it's not like how people react to you and interact with you are going to be the same if you're an evil person as if
Right.
you chose like more altruistic means. You can even be a little bit more shadowy and in the middle, but then you can, but there's always a consequence to your actions. You may lose people that are in your party. So
Yeah.
I like Bioware because it's deep. And the characters are amazingly well written and thought over, and the game mechanics are incredible.
I mean, that's not unlike real life. You know,
Yeah.
you can be cool, you can be altruistic, you can be a little shady. Like,
Yeah, yeah, and I love it. And I think they write so many different types. Like Jade Empire is more of a Eastern type of a story. Then you've got Knights of the Old Republic, so obviously Star Wars. You've got the Mass Effect, which is a space opera fantasy. Then you've also got Dragon Age, which is the fantasy and medieval and dragons and magic. So they've got everything, and I've loved all of it. But yes, Bioware is what a lot of people love, and I do a lot of. I'll have at least one guest that's Bioware on my panels, and I'll have some Bioware specific things that if you're a fan, you'll figure it out. So so we've got a lot of fun things, but we also love other video games. So we do love Bethesda and all sorts of others, but I think Bioware kind of holds a special part in our heart.
You're saying all the right magic words, my friend. All the right magic words. So I know you guys put this together rather quickly. It's been a weird year and a half.
Yes.
How important was it for you guys to throw a convention this year? Weren't able to do it last year.
Yeah. Well,
we
were concerned until we kind of were seeing the science was
kind
of showing a little bit better results on the numbers overall. Also, our city kind of opened up. So there were more events and gatherings and things. And we were kind of keeping an eye on those numbers, seeing if there was any really big spikes or anything from those. I think the people who are getting vaccinated, that's kind of helping with. Yeah. So I kind of feel like it was a good thing for everybody because around the time that our event's happening, a lot of people are going to be completely vaccinated.
Yep.
So that's phenomenal. I'm so glad about that. But yeah, I mean, as far as the party itself and throwing an event, I think we wanted to just make sure it was done responsibly.
Yeah.
Because we are very community oriented. We work with a lot of community businesses and organizations and groups. And so and everybody is on different sides of the fence with if they feel comfortable, if they don't feel comfortable. So we're trying to make it kind of where we're like a meet in the middle, where we're trying to make everybody kind of feel as comfortable as we can. But at the same time, we're trying to put on a good show that everybody can enjoy.
Yeah, and so this will be my 4th convention already. So a lot of people are like, "Hey,
I get one other one already."
Yeah, I know. People are like, "Hey, are you going back?" I'm like, "Dude, I've been back. Like this is," and so I've been to a smaller convention, one that is known for being a larger convention. Our beloved Pensacon.
Yes.
And I was at I would call it a medium-sized convention in Central Florida. And so I've seen the whole gamut, and everyone's being safe and responsible, but it really doesn't feel that different. Wear the mask. Most people are vaccinated, and there's some social distancing I saw going on at some of the panels, but what I didn't sense was any kind of fear. I didn't sense anyone, afraid or anxious or any of that. And I think that's kind of the key is, in order for these things to return, you can't have people afraid to actually go. And I didn't sense any of that. And, as a guest meeting people, hundreds of people, I had no fear either. I didn't feel unsafe. So, yeah. So hopefully, if you're on the fence, come. I think you'll feel very comfortable. But I think on the flip side, I think people are kind of itching to come to these. So, which is why I'm so glad you guys decided to go forward with this. I know it's probably not easy. I know your restrictions, keeping everything safe. Plus, the venue. I don't know how that's been to deal with, but you got the same venue back as you traditionally have, which is a great spot. I love it because it's like, oh man, I forgot something in my room. I can just go zip up and grab it and bring it back down. And There's a bar there. There's after hours stuff. It's attached to a mall, so the
That's
mall's
the fun part.
yeah, the mall's got a Chick-fil-A.
You
It's
can have
great.
like whatever you want to do. Like, if you want to take a break, you can
Yeah,
go out to the mall. If you want
yeah,
to continue working and doing all the things, then you got, the floor and the vending hall and all sorts of great stuff. So it's just like a whole, do whatever you want. We got the carousel in the mall. We've got
yeah.
all sorts of craziness. So it's nice.
And what I've always loved is it's I mean I every time I get there, I think people have it's like a it's the one that you look forward to going to, and you see all your friends that you see for that at the convention. It's kind of one of those gathering conventions where you see your old friends again, and
Yes.
then people keep coming back. They make new friends, and then they it just the I guess the tribe kind of gets bigger.
It does. And it
And I
changes a
love
little
that.
bit as people age a little bit and they have kids. But the
Sure.
nice thing about our event is it's also kid friendly.
Yeah,
So like
bring the
after
kids.
a year or two, they start bringing them back.
Yeah, and I
So
love
it's
that.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is nice.
and I think that says a lot. The other thing I love about Magic City is it's a lot of cosplay, like
Yeah.
cosplay, very serious, very fun, very awesome. And if you cosplay, like definitely definitely bring your best. And
Mhm.
I think you're gonna meet a lot of like-minded people as well. So
Yeah, we've got our cosplay is one of our focuses of our convention. So we've got a lot of folks, and we're so close to physicality of Dragon Con.
yep,
So a lot of people will try out their costume at our event,
right,
the feedback from our judges, and then redo their or work on their costume a little bit more, and then bring it to Dragon Con, and then of course, hopefully hit some awards. So
yeah, for sure.
it's always really cool. It's always
And
really
yeah, you
cool.
bring up a good point. I've always described Magic City as a kind of like a mini Dragon Con almost, which is
Mhm.
not a bad thing. Dragon Con's awesome,
Oh
and
no, it's amazing.
yeah, I love that feel. So Eric Farmer, yes, Magic City Con, big time friend con. That's a great term for it.
Yes,
I never
yes,
heard
Gen
it
Con.
kind of described as that, but I always see people in the lobby. They're waiting for their friends to fly in or whatever, and big
Mhm.
hugs and greeting is pretty. It's pretty
Some of
awesome.
them drive. I know one of them now, of course, can't do it because of COVID right now, but
Mhm.
they're in England,
Oh
UK.
yeah,
They fly over, but they fly over to like the Midwest, and then they drive all the way down with them.
yes, yeah. So they can spend time with each other. It's so great.
Yeah, they do like a big old road trip and bring it down to Birmingham.
I
So
love that. To me, that's like the whole spirit. That's why we do. That's why we do these things.
we
And
do. That's where the work becomes worth it. When you bring something to somebody that it's worthwhile to them to be able to come to year after year.
yeah, for sure. And I love what you guys have built. And I was pretty excited when I heard you guys are coming back. And the next thing was like, hey, you coming? I'm like, yeah. Am I invited? Yeah.
Oh,
So
open invitation.
that's amazing. Do you have vendor spaces left? Are they sold out? Was it
We're sold out. I
okay?
mean, it's everybody wants to be here, attendees wise and vending wise and artists. And I mean, I'll be honest, I was very surprised. I actually I'm not going to say I was pessimistic about numbers,
Sure.
but I kind of felt like there would be more people who would be more cautious,
Right.
or would be, just more concerns with a larger group gathering, because it's a convention,
Yeah.
it is a large group. But just the response in ticket sales and the hotel being almost sold out,
That's
and
great.
yeah, I mean, I was incredibly surprised. So and happily so, because to me it almost kind of feels like, okay, maybe we are normalizing finally
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
craziness, especially because some shows got to have their shows before everything got shut down. But I was one of the shows that was on that cusp, and we literally had like 6 weeks, and then they shut everything down. And
Yeah.
so I was like, okay. So it was almost like I planned a whole convention, and then I didn't have it. So
Right. So you
the
just kind of
good news
move
is I
it.
had it for this year.
Yeah, for sure.
I
That,
did.
yeah, that's amazing. I'm glad all the vendor spaces are sold. I'm not surprised. I think I'm sure you had a lot of repeat
Oh yeah.
vendors coming back. and because they know they're going to do well, and they know they have cool
Yeah.
stuff, and that they're going to fill in. So, is there any after? I haven't heard yet. I haven't seen the schedule yet. Is there any after hours stuff?
There
Maybe
is.
it's
We've got a fun kickoff party going on Friday night.
okay.
And it's happening in the Mercedes. So the same place we had the karaoke with you.
Okay.
The same place. And it is going to be it's on Friday night, and I believe it's 8 to 10 kickoff. Okay. And then we are getting ready to announce if anybody's coming over Thursday night. We don't have anything necessarily going on at the Hyatt itself, but we do at a place called On Tap Sports Grill.
Yeah, that's kind of a traditional gathering on Thursday night.
So we have that. And then on Saturday night, we have a after hours that's going on with the cosplay group, and that's a 21 plus party going on. So okay. So we have something fun for everybody. But the one on Friday night, the kickoff party is for all ages.
Okay, but 21, so you can get a little crazier.
A little bit, yeah. Okay. We kind of got a little bit more of the dance group going and stuff like that. So, but that's awesome. And then, we've got a great lineup of guests showing up, so we never know who's going to pop in for karaoke and things like that.
Whoa. So the karaoke is going to happen?
I don't know. We're kind of thinking if we want to kind of pop one in, in between things.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'll tell you what. So we keep talking about doing something like that and getting all that together. But yeah, we have the game rooms still this year. We've got the video game lounge. We've got tabletop. We've got a lot of volunteers helping us keep those areas clean and safe.
Right. That's cool. Wiping everything down. Yeah.
But we're excited. We've got the KidCon again going on Saturday, and that's from 8 to noon. And we've got like a make and take bag for kids who just want to kind of pop in, see a little bit of stuff and leave. We do have slime making going on and other little events. We've got a Tri-Wizard Cup tournament and a Pokemon scavenger hunt and Blast the Trooper with the 501st. So that's actually my favorite thing to watch. It's the stormtroopers, and they have like this big setup of one of the hallways in the Death Star, and they run across one way or the other, and the kids have to shoot them with the Nerf with the suctions.
It's every Star Wars fan's dream. Yes.
Oh well, we all shoot better than the stormtroopers. Is what I say.
Oh, I mean, we got to be accurate here, right?
Yep. So, but it's always a lot of fun for the kids. We've got that sort of thing going. We've got our cosplay contest on Saturday. So we do have panels. We've got great guests to see like yourself. So yeah, we just got a whole lot of everything this year. We've streamlined a lot of things because we don't have like all those little tiny panel rooms off to the side.
Right.
But I feel like, we kind of really concentrated on the programming this year, and hopefully everybody will still have that really good feel, but we can maintain the safety of it.
Yeah, you guys are this fun stuff. I remember one year there was a maid cafe, like an anime style maid cafe, which was super cool. And then, a lot of my favorite content creators are there, podcasters and streamers. So, yeah, I can't wait to be back. So thank you so much for inviting me back. And if you haven't been and you're anywhere near, Hoover, Birmingham, Huntsville, there's actually a lot of surrounding areas that you can get to with, 3 hour. It's, drivable.
Yes.
Definitely stop down. And, I'll be there with a big smile on my face. So that's no doubt. And then, it's kind of like a big, it's a big hotel party kind of. It's a pretty cool feel. So, you don't even have to leave the hotel all weekend if you don't want to, and just hang out there.
Don't go in the humidity and the heat if you don't want to. I like that because you can just stay in the nice, cool air conditioner and pretend that the humidity doesn't exist.
Yeah. Although, have there been, 2 a.m. treks to the Steak and Shake down the street?
Yeah, perhaps. We have led a little parade down to the Steak and Shake.
Perhaps, have we called late night Ubers to the Whataburger nearby? That may or may not have happened.
Deniability.
Is there a favorite dive bar that we found that we traditionally go to? Perhaps, just, if you're looking for fun, follow me. I'll be at Magic City Con. So
Always a lot of fun, Ming. And that's why
yeah,
we always have you back, man.
I
It's
appreciate that. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'll be there all 3 days. If you want to come hang out with me, but gonna be a ton of fun for sure. So, and let's get some shout outs here. Scott Hoverman, of course, our friend. Magic City Comic has incredible people running it. Yes, Rita Houston and Jamie Phelps, who is watching. Jeremy Long. That's the other thing is I like, you work with and cooperate with a lot of the neighboring conventions.
yes.
You know, there's Jeremy's got a convention nearby Huntsville, which is amazing. I've been there. I had a great time,
Expo.
which is great. And Mike Ensley from Pensacon is also a supporter as well. Usually he comes out in DJs. I don't know if he's doing that this year, but
Yeah, he's not able to make it this
oh man, okay, because he
no, and it's a family reason. It's
okay,
not
no,
a
I get
good
it.
one.
I
Yeah.
get it. Usually he comes out and he DJs 80s tunes all weekend, and it's pretty amazing.
We call him our unofficial con DJ.
Oh yeah, for sure, which is cool. And yeah, I had breakfast with him and his family one year there, which was pretty amazing. So, Jeremy, very 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 happy Magic City is happening, which is awesome. So cool. I can't wait to be there. No, geez, like 4 days, my friend.
Yes. Yes. Jamie gets mad when I tell her the countdown of each day. She's like, tell me how many days are left.
You can't run from it. So,
No, you can't, but she hates hearing it. I understand. I used to kind of be like that. And now I'm like, oh, it's only this many days. Actually, I think it's because this year though, we're kind of more excited for it because we hadn't had it last year. So I think it's kind of a little different this year because yeah.
I didn't even think about that. So, kids coming down, they might be a little crazier than usual. It's like when you've been cooped inside for so long, they let you out.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because everybody that I talk to about Magic City Con or something, they're like, I'm just so excited to be talking about these things again. And I'm like, I'm so glad to help you.
Yeah, for sure.
So glad for that.
And so, Jamie, the other half of Magic City Comic Con,
yeah,
also watching. Eric Farmer, Ming is the life of the party at Magic City Comic Con.
Yes.
It's a team effort. It's a team effort. It's a team effort for sure. So, and I love the Hoover area, and then I'll somehow find my way up to Birmingham as well, and because there's fun stuff up there. So,
and you've checked out Second and Charles, our sponsor, too.
Yes, for sure. They many times they're right across the street.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have enough Ming pops for them to put up, but
yeah.
I know that was a limited thing. So
Second and Charles is such a great place. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It's a comic book store / vinyl / books / trade
video
paperbacks / video games / pop culture. It's like everything. Yeah, like everything you would ever need in one place. And
I love it because you can take your old stuff and trade it in for something else, even if it is old. And then they run like a ton of just specials and deals all the time. Like you can always score at least 10% off. So it's always a really good shop.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can't wait. So I'll be in a few now the countdown's on. Technically I'll be there in like 3.5 days. So
there we go.
Count it down. So come on everybody. If you're coming back, welcome back. Like truly welcome back if you're coming back. And I can't wait. Is there anything I didn't mention?
No, we caught everything from cosplay and programming to guests. So I think you have kind of gotten it all.
Awesome. I can't wait. I saw you about 3 weeks ago in person. Yeah. That was awesome. So I missed you guys.
We all look different.
Do we?
It's almost like you see everybody and you're like, oh my gosh, we all look different after COVID.
I think you look.
I had to go get a haircut. My hair was all the way down to almost my waist.
Wow, I can't even imagine that. So
it was a lot of hair.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. So I'm grateful to kind of feel like I'm back in the world a little bit more now.
Well, I mean, this kind of cements it. The return.
Yes.
Of Magic City Con.
This is the coming outs. We're coming out. We were cocooned, and now we're kind of finally able to be a butterfly and spread our wings and go on.
That's awesome. I have the info up top, but we'll throw this on here. The Hyatt Regency Birmingham, Winfrey Hotel, MagicCityCon.com. That's all you need to know. And look at that amazing art. That's really cool.
Yes, it is.
I love that artwork. We should go get matching tattoos of it.
Let's roll. Let's go time.
Yeah, for sure. Rita, thank you so much. It's great seeing you again. Thank you for jumping in with me. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys. And hopefully some of you who are watching or who will have watched this will come out and hang out with me as well. But I'm very happy to returning to Birmingham, Hoover, and Magic City Con. Thank you so much, my friend.
No problem. It's always a pleasure. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and thank you, Ming, for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Awesome. I will let you get back to work.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody watching. I'll see you in Hoover in a few short days for sure. So thank you. You can hang on for a second. I'm just going to end this. Thanks, everybody.